Should you start testosterone replacement therapy as a preemptive measure to ward off future health issues? We're going to discuss it after this, so keep watching. Hi, so the topic today is, should we look at testosterone replacement therapy as a preemptive measure to ward off any sort of future health issues? We're going to talk to Dr. George Touliatos, who's with us today in Athens, to discuss if this is a good idea or not. Now, my own personal belief, and I think we'll find out from Dr. George, is that if you don't have an issue, if you don't have a medical condition, preempting it may cause you more issues if you're no longer under your own steam and having to replace your testosterone with exogenous testosterone. So we'll find out what Dr. George has to say. Please watch until the end and we'll have more information. Hi, George. How are you today?
Hello, Michael. Welcome to Greece.
Yeah, thanks. So this is a topic that has appeared some questions on the internet. People are saying, well, if everyone is going to eventually have low levels of testosterone, would it not make sense just to preempt it right now?
In a younger person, this is we have to clarify. Now, in a younger person, it's a shame to mess up with HPTA, with a good testosterone production, let's say 500 or more, in order to increase, let's say, the stamina or to reverse the insulin resistance. Otherwise, this guy will suppress his own production. He has then to be plagued with testosterone. But in case of the elderly people, some patients of mine ask me, could my father, because of fragility and being disabled because he's old, he had a fracture, he had muscle wasting, can he use testosterone? I said yes, but then he cannot be plucked off from testosterone because he will suppress his own production that is not enough yet at the 70s or 80s, but he will have the benefits in anemia, osteopenia, cachexia, and insulin resistance, all right, or cognitive or poor cognitive function. So in this case, yes, we may justify the use, but we have to understand that PCT doesn't work in elderly people.
As well.
So they have to continue using the testosterone for the rest of their lives. Otherwise, they will suffer an anabolic steroid-induced hypergonadism.
Okay, and what about, I know some of the psychiatry journals and guidance have talked about if you have depression.
We can use misterolone. That improves cognitive function, improves the free testosterone, the one that works. Free testosterone is linked to self-esteem, cognitive function, self-confidence, being more of men, acute tunnel vision. And in this case, yes, we may use misterolone. As your talk said, I first tried misterolone before moving to testosterone, because it does not suppress that much as the DHT, because it doesn't convert to estrogen. Estrogen is suppressive. So you may use it until it's inevitable then, and SSRIs don't work, and then you need testosterone.
The psychiatry journals, the psychiatry have actually, in their guidance, they talk about testosterone as a potential therapy as well.
If the subject is already of hypogonadic state, then definitely this will improve. However, if let's say he has a high SHBG and a total testosterone of 500, then give some misterolone to boost the free testosterone. You're going to feel better, because this is what misterolones are about. For the sharp thoughts, the cognitive function, the self-esteem, to feel confident. In the elderly people that feel depressed also, but in some people when the free testosterone is blocked because of the high HPG.
All right, then I think that's just a brief answer.
250 for 1 or 2 months, yes, we're going to have improvement in bone mineral density, in muscle mass, in insulin sensitivity, in stamina, but afterwards we need to restart our own HPTA by the PCT protocol.
And that might not always be possible if the patient doesn't recover.
Up to the mid-30s, there are some chances, then potential to recover, but the late 30s or the 40s, it's highly unlikely to recover.
But once you're doing 250 of testosterone, even 100 of testosterone, you may see you are definitively better than you were, and therefore going back to where you started may not be tolerable.
Depends on the age, because I have to tell you, you have to carry this cross for the rest of your life. So it's different if you are in your 20s or in your 40s.
Okay, I mean, there are some that don't mind carrying the cross.
Don't come one day and tell me I'm bored, I'm stuffed with this and I can't afford it and things like that, okay? This is a lifetime decision, very, you have to be sure about it and determined. But again, there are youngsters at their 20s that was able to lift their testosterone from 300 to 800. Some of them, they were still, flabby, and they didn't bust their ass in order to get advantage of this 800 testosterone. So it's not enough if you have a high testosterone. You need to diet hard, and you need to work hard in the gym in order to take the benefits of the testosterone. There are lazy people with high testosterone, and there are people who struggle and manage to get a decent body composition and a lifestyle with a mid-average testosterone. So it matters also what you do in your lifestyle.
Okay, so if you had considered, or if you wanted to ask or ever ask the question, should I start TRT as a preemptive measure so my testosterone doesn't drop with age? Perhaps it's better to do all the things you can do to keep your testosterone optimal, to keep your lifestyle healthy, so that you won't need to have exogenous testosterone. But if you do need testosterone at a later point in life, then that should be considered as well. Right, if you'd like more information about testosterone replacement therapy, please visit our website at balancemyhormones.co.uk and do watch the rest of the videos that we have on the topic of TRT and HRT. So that will leave it for today. Don't forget to subscribe and get the notifications for future content. Thanks, Dr. George.